That's the sound of a large person walking down the hallway. Boom.
Real goodness. This is Freedom Tour.
2025 Boots and Claps.
My goodness, to my left is the mastermind himself, Big Kenny. Hiya!
Hi with them fellas.
And to his right is the red boot wearing, big collar flaring, Rocky J.
Business is about to pick up.
Hunka buddy. To my right.
Did you say hunka for me?
Hunka buddy. Is Eddie.
I am spent.
Eddie the plane, the poo.
That don't hit the record button.
Did you see that tornado?
Well, I say.
That tornado flung Jim Bob's car plumb over his trailer home. You're listening to the lispy voice of the dumb man himself. Dumb man of God. That's who he is.
That's the sweet voice. It's the sweet voice of Donnie.
Praise Jesus. Burn, baby, burn.
You're riding on the Freedom Vespa.
Oh, yes, you are.
Break.
The ratings plummeted right there.
They just bottomed out. We do not own the rights to these accents.
I couldn't only get out of that one. That was oh, goodness. All right.
Wow. Now they really are going to wonder if we had our pants on in the last episode.
I most definitely did not.
Oh, God.
All right, nobody see anything.
No, I was wearing my thong.
Your who?
Thong.
T-back under breeches.
Yeah.
Our Father.
Forgive him, Lord.
Goodness. We
Lord.
needed this.
Your son-in-law.
Lord.
Forgive
I
him,
Brother
Lord.
Danny said Jesus.
Y'all
I
really
say
do know how to
Lord.
make this show come out a little unique, you know?
Yeah, boy.
Every single time. Every time.
Yeah, boy.
Unbelievable.
This
Bro,
fun,
you
though.
missed- I will
Let it
tell
all
you,
out.
you
We ain't
missed
seen
it.
each other in a while.
You missed it Sunday. Your granddaughter.
Oh, dude, she loves Brother
She
Danny.
worshipping.
Rocking, bro. I'm not kidding.
And
Spinning
worshiping.
circles.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I was preaching
She loved
Sunday, and I got the report that she was absolutely
Dude, that's
worshiping.
an understatement.
Bro, she was standing in the seat.
Yeah.
When we were singing Pick Me
Spinning,
Up,
yeah.
Turn Me Around, she's spinning.
You know
Yeah.
what? A lot of
I already
adults.
know what
dude.
song you were doing.
Yeah. A lot of adults can take
What is
notes
it?
on that. You know
I
what
mean,
I'm saying?
and she
Quiz.
was so, honestly, she was so
I don't remember
happy.
the name of it,
Yeah,
but I
she
know what
was
song
super
it is.
happy, yeah.
He picked me up. He turned me
around.
Yeah, I thank God. I thank God.
I had to get through the lyrics in my head.
Place my feet on the solid ground. He established my going. Save me from the guttermost to the uttermost.
You sound like Bishop
Praise
Bullwinkle singing.
Jesus.
Sounds like Bishop Bullwinkle singing.
Yeah, man. Speaking of topics here, Donnie, I know that you've got a little list over there and everything, but I'm going to go off.
Yeah.
He
off
does
the
have a
cuff.
lisp over there.
I'm going to lisp.
He's had a lisp all
List.
night.
I'm gonna go
With a
off-
T, with
I'm
a
gonna
T,
go,
people,
I'm gonna
with
go
a T.
off the grid here, very beginning.
Before we get too deep, Eddie, are we recording this episode?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay, we were recording the last one.
I'm
but
about
just-
to pee some people off right here.
I was going to say I was about to pee my pants.
I didn't even tell you I was gonna. I didn't even tell you I was gonna do this, but I'm about to pee some people off.
Oh, jeez.
What are you going to do?
All right, man. I'm gonna call this "What's Trump doing now?"
Oh, jeez.
Trump, listen, buddy. Love you. Voted for you 3 times. Probably vote for you number 4.
I won't.
But man, you guys shut the crap up. This dude has now threatened to fire the person who gives out the labor statistics. I'm like, he can't help it if the jobs dropped or not, because the job report come out, 73,000 jobs, okay? Which is a low number
Yeah,
for
yeah.
July,
Yeah,
okay?
it's really bad.
Y'all know how I feel about this. I love the guy. But still, he comes out today, I'm firing that guy.
Why don't you fire Jerome Powell, who will not lower the interest
Fire
rate?
Jerome Powell.
Let's have a real
That's the
firing.
guy
That's
If
what
you're
I'm
gonna-
saying.
If you want to do some firing, fire the person that
That's what I'm
deserves
saying.
it.
This dude comes out and says, I'm firing that guy. I'm thinking, fire Powell.
You're firing the guy who's reading a piece of paper?
Yeah, I'm
My
like,
fault.
Trump, he gave statistics. This other guy's a quack. I mean, fire
yes,
this guy.
He's intentionally keeping the rates up
Yeah,
just to
dude.
try and mess everything up.
They
Yeah,
are
yeah.
posturing against
Yes.
each other. Like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm not going to give you your way. I don't care if the American people suffer or not.
Yeah, it's
But I
stupid.
just thought, man, Trump, you're going to fire the guy with the stats. But the guy who you really are at odds with is like, He's safe. I don't know. It's like this
Fire
crazy
Jerome
war.
Powell. You know
Fire
what?
Powell now.
And this is probably the last episode that Jerome Powell will listen to. I understand.
Sorry, Jay.
But Trump,
JP,
Trump, will,
my guy.
JP.
Trump's solid.
You suck
He's
right
gonna
now.
be listening.
You suck right now, JP. I'm sorry.
I need interest to go down. Listen, man, I'm telling y'all.
I own a piece of property paid off, and I cannot build a house on a piece of property because I
Guys.
refuse to pay 8% interest.
Guys,
on a house.
I am telling y'all something. I am not an expert in any one thing we talk about, and I wear
Heat and
that.
air.
I wear that like a badge. I'm cool with that. I'm not the smartest guy on the show, but I can tell you this: I'm probably the guy who sees it the most because I'm on the front line of this thing, which is new construction.
Yeah.
And dude, new construction has taken a beating. I've got contractors with houses sitting for months that they cannot sell.
Nobody wants to pay that
It's
much
not
for
that
it.
they're not nice homes. It's people cannot afford the interest with what the amount of money
I mean, if you
is.
have an 800 credit score, you're still paying 7% interest.
You are.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Donnie, and here's the thing. My daughter is about to buy a home in Klamath Falls, Oregon, which I'm still mad about Madison. And ticked
Yeah,
off that she
Madison.
left.
Come back
But-
to Tennessee.
But anyway, she's about to buy a home. It's
Crazy.
$289,000, $289,000. But with the interest, her payment's going to be like $2,700 a month.
Well, here's the
I mean,
situation. When I moved, when Tanya and I got married, she bought her home back in 2011.
yeah.
The mortgage when I moved in was less than $800 a month.
Yeah.
Okay. It is now $1,100 a month
Yeah.
only because they keep jacking up the interest, and she didn't
Yeah.
lock it in. You know, she did the flex rate or
Yeah.
whatever.
Floating arm.
She didn't lock it in.
Yeah. Variable.
But
Yeah.
that's the crazy thing is our mortgage has gone up over almost $400.
Yeah, man.
In the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Interest alone.
Yeah.
Nothing else has happened.
Yeah.
We've not taken any money out. We've not borrowed any money. It's just because they're raising interest rates.
Yeah.
And it's stupid. It's ridiculous.
So you haven't seen the hit from the insurance rising yet?
well, that was part of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ours
it
went
was
up
up, yeah.
drastically because
Our
of
insurance
stuff like
last
that.
year, we had no claims. There were no claims in our neighborhood. You know, they based stuff on that too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no major disasters, nothing. 'Cause, I mean, you can see what's going on in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Insurance went from $2,400 a year to over $3,000 a year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
That was for no reason. In addition to the interest rate going from like 3.75
Well,
to
and-
8.25.
And it's just like with building
It's
supplies.
stupid.
It's just like with anything else, though, is people act like when things, I mean, it does a lot of times with interest rates and things like
Yeah.
that. Things will change, but they are going to grab and hang on to for dear life and tie everything down as far as they can to keep money rolling in. Same thing
Yeah.
with lumber prices. Once lumber prices went up, I mean, it's taken an act of Congress to get them to go back down for a while because
but they
once they're-
never go
No,
down
they never-
to what
to where they
were.
were.
Gas did the same thing. You know, right? I mean, we are so conditioned.
Yeah.
Let's all talk about it. We're pretty close to the same age range. The first gallon of gas I put in my truck in 1996 or 1995, I'm sorry, cost 88 cents.
Was it here?
Here in Lebanon,
Yeah, I
88
remember
cents.
that.
88
Yeah,
cents
yeah.
a gallon.
Yeah.
At the
Those
Swifty.
were the days.
At the Swifty.
Yeah.
Y'all remember Swifty?
I do remember Swifty.
88 cents a gallon Swifty. I remember when they went over $1. I remember when they went over $1.50,
Yeah.
and I remember when they went over $2.
Yeah.
And now, everybody's like, "Oh my God, I'll never pay $2."
Yeah.
Now, if you got gas for $2 a gallon, you're like, "Oh my!" They have
They're like,
conditions.
everything's
Conditioning,
great.
yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
talking about lumber, I don't know if you've seen this yet, but it's starting to kind of gain a little bit of traction on what I still call Twitter because calling it X makes me
Feel weird.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Makes it sound like I'm watching porn, and I'm not.
We're not warm and fuzzy. No.
Yeah, right. So on Twitter,
Wow.
there have several people come out. Home Depot, and I don't know. I can't remember if it's 96 or 98 inches. That's the
96.
Yeah. Stud.
90 2x4.
Yeah.
They're selling them at 90 and 92 inches, and not telling people.
Well, 92 and 5/8 is
well,
a
that's
stud.
just technically-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's technically what it's
but they're
supposed to be.
they're
Yeah.
selling it where people are buying it, and they go and they poured the foundation, and it doesn't fit the corners.
Well, I
because
mean,
it's short.
Yeah.
So I saw something about that, and a lot of people were commenting saying that it's because the that's what the top plate or whatever it is.
Yeah,
that they're
the top
supposed to put
plate
on
is
the top.
doubled, and there's a single on the bottom.
When you take that and you add it with the other pieces, it's supposed to equal the 96.
yeah, because a stud is 90.
Now what I have seen as a legitimate ridiculous issue is like Lowe's and Home Depot have been getting. I don't know if it's Home Depot as much as it is Lowe's, but some building inspectors I follow online, they have noted a bunch of like studs coming in that are already covered in mold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wow.
I've seen that
Yeah.
before too. Yeah.
And the clean stuff that doesn't have the mold is up top, but they won't get it down until the stuff at the
You've
bottom
tried
is
to buy
already
a
sold.
2x4 lately, I'm sure.
Dude, yes.
You got to dig through 96
Yes.
2x4s to find one that's remotely straight now.
and don't have a crown.
The quality,
and,
the quality of the
Of wood,
lumber is
of lumber wood, yeah.
horrible right now.
Hey.
I'm serious. I'm talking when I say twisted, like half the bundle is
Yeah.
I mean, not even facing the same
double the
direction.
price, half the quality.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, makes a lot of sense, really. You know, if you think about it.
We're not trying to get super political, but we are all.
No, I'm not going to get super political.
No,
no, this
anymore,
is not
man.
this is just a real-
No, this is just real
That's just
conversation.
us being real.
It's
though.
real
Yeah,
life,
yeah.
real-
Dude,
you know.
it sucks, man, because I mean, like, people make better money now than they've ever made, and they have less money than they've ever had. And I'm like, hold on a minute.
I saw something the other day where somebody said to have the buying power that people did in the 1970s, the minimum wage would need to be $66 an hour.
Man, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
And Eddie, here's why, though. Here's why.
But that
And-
would cripple the economy beyond.
It will, and I'm not crying because God's blessed me and my business tremendously. But my insurance alone for the company, this is not medical insurance. This is workman's comp, general liability, all the things we have to make this thing go. $62,000 a year now.
Yeah.
Insurance,
Think about that.
Insurance is a racket at this point. I
Think
mean,
about
I think
that.
it's
And
it
that's
really
another
is.
thing. They raise it and they raise it and they raise it and they blame it on
But you
everything
can't-
else.
but you can't go without
but
it.
You can't, but you have to have
But
it. And
you
that's one
have
of the,
to have it.
That's one of those things that gets me. It's like, why is my? I haven't had any
Well, and they
tickets. I
find-
have had no anything. And then they got you. Like I'm with a local. I'm not gonna say who it is, but I'm with a local insurance company. And I called them. I was like, why am I paying so much? I have no wrecks, no nothing. I mean, I've got. And she's like, well, the rates are going up, but you had to have your car towed last year or whatever, the 2 or 3 times. And I'm like, I paid extra
for towing.
for
For
towing.
towing.
And what they've done now is I went to call somebody else to check on their rates.
Yeah.
And I hit too dear, right? So I did have, but that was comprehensive. now check this out. That was
I
comprehensive.
did have a couple claims.
No, but I mean, being legit though, when I've been with the same company for 25 years,
Right.
and I haven't had any claims, no tickets, no nothing. I'm 46 years old, and I hit too dear. But saying that, I paid extra to have the extra comprehensive where I didn't have to do all that, paid extra for towing. When I called another insurance company to check, the first thing they said was you have too many towing claims. They didn't even mention the deer. Too many towing. I was like, I pay extra for the towing, but then when I use it, it's the same thing with homeowners insurance. My mom
Right.
and dad, if you got to do a homeowners insurance claim, they might cancel you. I mean, they're liable to cancel you to a homeowners insurance
I agree
claim.
with that.
And I'm like, what is that situation? I paid
It's
for
a
that.
it's a broken system.
I agree, it really is.
The
I agree
worst
with that.
example of,
Eddie's out killing all kind of deer. He's still doing good.
yeah, well, that's because I got
He
a
owns
car
his
that
car,
can survive
and
it.
he doesn't have insurance.
No, I do have
Bingo.
insurance.
I'm just teasing.
Yeah.
I mean, here's my thing,
Have
man.
to,
You know,
yeah.
they canceled my Uncle Carl in Harlem, man. He burned his house
So-
down making meth. I
so-
mean, I don't know what was wrong with that.
The greatest example of the failure
Exactly.
of insurance that I've seen was back in 2004. We had a hurricane come through
Yeah.
and completely devastate one side of the house that my grandparents lived in, and my parents had just rebuilt to, like, they remodeled it so they could be there and be with, like, my family. And the insurance that my dad had at the time, he had been paying for homeowners insurance with the same company for almost 40 years and had never filed a claim. And what happened on this house was they had a flat deck roof on it. Every time there was a hurricane, they had to go put sandbags on the top of it and whatnot. Well, that always works. But this particular hurricane dropped a tornado in the backyard, and it ripped up like a 15-foot by 12-foot section of shingles on the roof and caused the whole thing to leak like crazy.
Okay.
And so the insurance sent out their adjuster, and they said, yeah, there's like a bunch of damage here, and we're going to get you a figure on this. And so it was like, I think it came in because in Florida, one of the bad things you have to worry about is if something sits for any prolonged period of time with moisture in it like that, you got to worry about black mold. And so like they try to move things pretty quick, but the insurance was dragging their feet, and the adjuster came in and basically came up with a figure of $200,000 to repair the roof, and treat everything for mold potential and take care of it the right way. There was some structural damage to the roof and all that stuff that had occurred from it. And they knew it was a tornado because the section of roof that was ripped off didn't, tornadoes have lifting force. Hurricanes have winds that go straight across. And so the roof, it didn't just peel back and go in the neighbor across the street's front yard, which would have indicated like a straight on wind. It actually was in their backyard. And so it had gone up enough to go over the top of the house, and they found debris fields and stuff that were pretty much characteristical of a tornado. So anyways, it was $200,000 of damage, and the insurance company wrote my dad a check for $20,000. And it turned into an almost 7-month battle.
Yeah.
And finally, my dad had to take them to court. And they said,
while your house
house
is still sitting unprotected.
Correct. And so what ended up happening is the judge demanded that they send out another insurance adjuster to reassess the damage and to have a mold inspection done after it had been sitting there for that long. And by the time that happened, there was black mold found throughout about half of the structure.
Yeah.
And the damage from that was exponential.
Yeah.
And so they basically said the only way that we can make sure that this house is safe is if we literally gut it.
Yeah.
And treat every single stud in the entire house.
Crazy.
It ended up being this astronomical figure that was something close to like $1 million to do with the prices and everything that it was in Florida and the kind of like engineering that has to be done and all this stuff to repair all that. Because it's not like just a regular strapped down roof.
Yeah.
Like those things have to be like, they have to withstand like hurricane winds and all that stuff.
Yeah, my dad lives in Central Florida, so I understand.
Yeah, everything's like triple the cost because of how much the house has to be reinforced to handle those winds.
Yeah.
And so anyways, that dollar amount went up even more, and my dad immediately changed the insurance companies because of that. But now you have insurance companies that are backing out because
Yes.
They're supposed to cover you, but in Florida, hurricanes have legitimately gotten worse.
Yeah.
I can't remember being a kid growing up in South Florida and remembering where we ever got to the phonetic alphabet. And now we have. Congratulations, Tommy.
Good job. You have one job. Well,
Why couldn't you do that when they didn't have the camera on?
I know. That's literally my
past
alarm to pray.
The past couple episodes we've had.
I'm a real Christian. I don't have to be
Donnie's
reminded to pray. I love Jesus all the time.
I'll say this about the insurance. and I'm going to move on.
Yeah.
Just to give you an example, though, and this is not from the book of Kenny, and this is what makes it hard for employers to take care of their employees like they want to. The average annual premium for employee-sponsored family health insurance tripled between 2000 and 2024. This year, reaching $25,000 a year is what an employer would have to pay for a whole family if they wanted to do that for them, where it was $8,000 in 2000.
That's why everybody's going to these HSAs.
Man, you think about
those
those triple, man. I mean, that's a huge expense. And, man, for us, we try to take care of our guys, but it's hard. I mean, when you're already paying, $35 an hour to an employee, and then you have to match their Social Security 7.65%. And then you're getting taxed out the butt anyways on everything you make on profit. And then your insurance is $62,000 a year for just the work insurance. And then if you want to try to help the employees out with insurance, all of a sudden you're out another, $1,000 a month per employee for them and their family. It makes it almost impossible for a small business to survive. Mm-hmm. Very hard. We're in a tough economy. I know a lot of people think, oh man, it's great. It's not great. It's not great.
Well, and we've had years, and I'll jump over to a different story, but we've had years of doing things the wrong way.
Yes.
And so
You don't come back from it.
You don't come back and
overnight.
like we said before, once they get a taste of it and they get that dollar in the pocket, it's hard to come back off of. When we've got medication that cost whatever it is, $4 to make, and they're charging
Well, for
$200.
instance,
You know what I mean? It's just like
I work for a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah.
I work for the largest FTL carrier in the United States. Okay, they provide really good insurance. You know, when I had the heart attack, the bill was $178,000, and I only had to pay like $4,000 out of
Yeah.
pocket.
Can't
So I'm
beat that.
very blessed with that.
Yeah.
But just this year alone, they changed our plan just a little bit, and one of the medications that I need to help keep my blood sugar in line was $25 a month. It is now $300 a month.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And so I've been blessed enough that I work with a local pharmacy that I used to work for. The first job I had was at Buckeye Discount Drugs here in Lebanon. So shout out to
Corey McDonald.
love those guys.
You're the
Love
man.
those. Russell and John Turner used to be the
Yeah.
owner there.
Yeah.
I worked for John for 5 years. They helped me find coupons to where
Yeah.
I got half, so I get it for 150.
Yeah.
But still 150 versus 25, and nothing changed.
Well, and now I don't even use
And it's medicine I have to have.
Well, and I'm going to say this too. I've been using, well, I can't look at my phone, but I've got a couple apps, GoodRx and a few others I've been using. How come I can use GoodRx or the other one I use, Simple? I think it's Simple something. How come I can use a plan that I pay absolutely nothing for and get the rates cheaper than I can for the plan that I'm paying money every month
Right.
for? Now, tell me that one. Tell me how that one works. And my medication that I need is cheaper with a
Well, that's what I'm saying. We're having to go
something
through.
I'm
We're
not
having to go
even
through
paying
one of
for.
those companies
Yeah.
and get a coupon
Yeah.
to get 50% off.
But, man,
when I can't get when my insurance more than quadrupled. I mean, it was.
I'm going to say this, and everybody knows my stance politically. I'm not going to make this political, though.
No.
This is not a Republican problem or
No.
a Democratic problem. This is a greed
You
problem.
hit it right on the head.
Man, there are owners.
It's messed up on both
I want
sides.
to tell the American people
It's the
something.
lobbyist.
I want
it.
to tell the American people something
100%.
right now. And I know there's not a
But
lot
it's
of
the
people listening to
lobbyists.
this.
It's the politicians
Yes.
that are doing what the lobbyists want instead of what we
Your
ask them to
politicians
do.
have very little power. It's whoever's pocket they're in, and right now it's lobbyists, and it's whether it's big pharma, whether it's big insurance,
Yeah.
whatever.
I want to say this to the American people, whoever listens to the show, is this. You think your vote matters. I'm just going to go here.
It doesn't.
The owners of this company, of this country, want you to think it matters. They want you to just be smart enough to run the machine. They want you to be just well enough off to pay the taxes. They want you to think that you have just enough rights to vote and make decisions for yourself, but you actually don't. It's a big club, and we ain't in it. I can tell you, greed runs this country. It's not the politicians. There's owners of this country. These politicians, don't get me wrong, they get up there, they bicker, they carry on. I tell you, it's like WWE. I would love to really see after hours. They're probably are sitting in a lounge, smoking a cigar, all of them with a bourbon after they done, ripped each other. Boy, these American people are really dumb, ain't they? I'm telling you, it's a great thing. There's no way.
Because at the end of the day, they go there on the backs of real Americans,
Yes.
saying that they are real Americans, just like we
Yes.
are, and they leave there.
Rich.
I can't think of
Filthy
any
rich.
person that the country has sent to Washington
Yeah.
that has come back better. I'm talking about better as a person.
Yes.
But they've come back richer. They've come back more corrupt.
Yes.
What is that? Power corrupts, but absolute power corrupts
I wanna tell you,
absolutely. I
like-
mean, it's terrible. And I do want to
Go
include a
ahead.
group. You said to all of Americans, but to all of our Spanish listeners, hola.
Yeah. I mean, it's like Brother Lee said. Both rivers and men grow crooked when they follow the path of least resistance.
That was one of the best statements I've
Never
ever
a
heard.
truer statement said, because, man, I am telling you, there's no way. How can these other countries that don't have 14,000 fighter jets, and all these tanks and all these battleships and all these billions and trillions of dollars of nuclear warheads, how can they have cheaper insurance, free insurance, 4-day work weeks, and this quality of living that we don't freaking have?
Because their tax dollars go to take care of people.
Yes,
That's it.
they take care of the republic.
But that's what we call socialism. And so we run from it and
Yeah.
cower from it, even though it is how people are taken care of. I got a friend who went to Spain on vacation,
Dylan 2028.
had literally their spouse ended up having to have an appendectomy.
Okay.
Because
What is that?
It's where your
I'm joking, Eddie, I know.
Yeah, your appendix has to get taken out.
Oh,
They have
appendectomy. I thought it said ependectomy. What's an epin?
I may have said it wrong, but
You're good.
I know what an epin was.
medication was $25, and the
he's
entire
smart. He knows
surgery
things I don't
procedure
know.
was $100.
Well, that's what I'm saying, man. People
And
go.
that was out of pocket.
Well, I mean, and I'll say this. I know I've read article after article, interview after interview, people living in Canada and stuff too. And it's like if you're, it just there's no
The
happy
healthcare
way.
is nice, but there's nothing else about the Canadian way of life that I want a piece of.
No, it's not. It's not nice. That's what I'm saying. Is these people, unless you're absolutely 40 years old or under and dying or
I've got
something
you.
like
Okay.
that, I was listening to 2 or 3 people the other day, and they're not anti-Canada, but they were literally just nonchalantly talking about their health care, and they were like, well, I really needed this done, so what I ended up having to do was fly to this country, or they have these holistic.
Well, that's the
type
thing, too,
places
is
you go
they have
because
these
they would put you on a
insane
waiting
wait-
list
these
for 6
insane
months
wait
to a
lists, yeah.
year. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you're dead by then.
Well,
a lot
that's
of
why
times.
people
So,
in Europe for years have had terrible teeth. It's always been the joke because they can't get in to see a dentist. It's
Yeah.
free, but there's
Yeah.
a line and your teeth fall out before you ever get there. So whatever's
and I'm not. There just needs, as with everything, we've got to find a happy medium in these things, a way to properly take care of people in this country and not destroy ourselves.
I
And-
just say take care of the people that have paid in to be taken care
well,
of.
and that,
right?
that's what I'm saying.
That's the problem.
It's like, well, there's too many places in this country. That's why I get so mad about this stuff, and hopefully I'm not going to make anybody mad out there. But we're paying for people to have sex changes in prison. In prison. People in prison that want sex changes. We're paying
Right.
for people that have locked up for 30 and 40 years in prison to have a sex change, but we can't help veterans that are having mental health issues that fought for our country. We can't streamline the adoption system. We can't streamline the American citizenship system. We just go from one extreme to the next, just like we were talking about earlier with churches even. And we just, either it's, let's give everybody everything they want just because we don't want them mad at us, and just forget about the people who've been here for a while. We've got people coming over here that are getting free health care.
Yeah.
But the ones that are getting free health care are the ones that aren't American citizens and haven't been here. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't help people. That's not what I'm trying to say. But you've got 90-year-old women with a $6,000 deductible that they're having to deal with. They barely making by their own Social Security, and we're charging them for the same medication that we're not charging the 20-year-old guy that just came across the border last week.
Well,
And
see,
that's not me being.
No,
that's me
and
being
it's-
absolutely
no,
real.
it's
on
a
it.
real thing
we have
because-
mixed up ways that we do things.
I know several friends of mine that have gone to Mexico to have gastric bypass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it is a
Yes.
fraction,
I
Yeah.
have friends that
Of
would.
a cost. And I'm talking
their
about
dentist is in Mexico.
a legit fraction. I'm
Yeah.
talking about not even. But then on the other side of that, you've got to be careful because there are good doctors, but you've got to be careful not to get mixed up because there's also as many bad as good in that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I had a coworker a couple of years ago went to have a procedure done in Miami.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
From a doctor that had come over from Cuba, and she nearly died. And it was a cosmetic procedure
Yeah.
that almost killed her.
Yeah,
that's
I
what I'm
mean,
saying.
so it's
But this is what I was getting at too, and we're going to have to reset here in a second. But is we've spent so long messing everything up,
Right.
and twisting everything, and
It's
going
broken, Donnie.
in 1,000 different directions. We have broken it to the point, and that's why I'm not really like. I'll mention this for just a second. I'm not trying to get super political, but that's why I'm not really like necessarily like, oh, tariffs are awful, because I mean, a lot of what we've done again that people don't look
should have
deep
been solved
into.
years ago.
It
We're
should have
gonna
been
have- yes.
fixed. Yeah, it should have been fixed and all the way around. But we have messed it up for so long. It's not an overnight thing. But
Hard
we're going to
choices.
have to make hard choices.
Yes.
That's it. We've
Yes.
got to make choices, and no matter what it is, over anything, and say, hey, this is going to be very uncomfortable
Yes.
for everybody for
Very.
the next 5 years. But when we get out of this 5 years, your kids are going to be better off. Your grandkids are going to be better off, and you're going to be better off. Because as it sits right now, we can't hang doing what we're doing, insurance, medical.
But it's also something
everything
I've
else.
always
It's going to be
called-
messed up here very shortly.
I call it choose your hard.
Yeah.
Life is hard, right?
Choose your back. Yeah, you got to
choose
being
your
married.
hard.
Being married
Yeah.
is hard.
Yeah.
Being single is hard. Choose your hard.
All right, here we go. I'm going to end this conversation. First off, I want to say this. I still believe that we live in the greatest country in the world. I love the United States. I'm a patriot. I believe in who we are.
We all believe that Jesus has control.
We believe Jesus has control.
I believe the children are the future.
Absolutely.
And I believe you teach them well and you let them lead
And I
the
don't
way.
want anything misconstrued that I did vote for Donald Trump. I do not regret that. Okay. And some people agree with that. Some people don't. That's okay. But here's what I do want to say. My granddad used to say this, Kenny, if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, poop like a duck, it's a what? It's a duck. Checks the boxes, right? Here's what I want to say. And I want you to really look at this and be open-minded, because usually I'm ultra conservative. You know, we're not even going to talk about this. But here's the thing I want to ask you.
And listen to him because he has his pants on.
We,
Solid.
the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our prosperity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. How many of those things do you really think we checked the box off real good? If you said that
Domestic tranquility, well, that's what we're lacking.
yeah, we don't even talk about the blessings of liberty.
No.
Blessings is a word that's blessings. Oh, you're getting spiritual. This country was founded on God, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you think about
Godly
this.
principles.
Godly principles. But establish justice. Is there really justice? Is there really justice?
The heart.
Prosperity.
heart's
Prosperity. Our prosperity. Our is all of us. We, the people. I think there's been some things left out. I think there's been some exclusions to this thing, man. Like I said, I love our country. I love the United States of America. I don't think there's a better place to live. But if you named those things and didn't say we the people of the United States of America, just we the people of blank, would we check the box?
I got you.
Can we play
That's my
Elvis
question.
American Trilogy?
I mean, what would you...
You were reaching for that one.
Yeah. I just think
I
that's
got
something we got to
segue,
ask
bro.
ourselves.
I can segue.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I just think that's something we've got to ask ourselves. Do we check the box?
Well,
Well, I know something that
That's why I
checks
need
the,
Superman.
I know
Truth, justice,
something
the
that
American
checks
way.
the boxes in Pennsylvania.
don't you do it.
Wieners?
Wieners on the interstate.
I knew it.
Like hot dogs down a highway.
I knew it.
Wieners on the interstate.
Hot dogs on the highway.
Hot dogs on the highway is what it should be. Yes, yes.
They used to say that in a different context when I was
Yes,
younger.
yes, it is. Hot dog spill shuts down
It's not a
highway in
compliment.
Pennsylvania commuters' worst.
Spelled with a W.
W-U-R-S-T.
Yeah.
As in
Nightmare.
bratwurst.
Yes, truckload of hot dogs spilled across the Pennsylvania interstate Friday
Do we
after
have a
crash
picture? Can we put up?
that briefly clogged the heavily traveled artery in both directions.
Seriously, clogging an artery? Who wrote
That's what it
this?
said. That's great. I know. I don't think they meant to, but maybe
I'm
they
just
did.
going to be honest.
Crews were stuck with a job they did not relish. Yeah! Wow.
This sounds like if the Winas brothers did a Final Destination spoof.
Oh my jeez.
Rolling up the scattered Oh man, I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna read this whole line again, and I'm gonna let y'all just everybody keep your mouth shut. I want everybody not to smile. Nobody's allowed to smile.
I'm already smiling.
Don't do
Turn
it.
off the camera.
Turn it
Nobody
off.
will know if we won
Turn it
or
off.
lost.
Ready? You can't smile.
Okay.
Studio
audience cannot smile.
You have to move your face away from your microphone too, so everybody can tell whether you are or not. Ready?
I love you, honey, but just can't smile.
Crews stuck with a job they did not relish, rolling up the scattered tube stakes for disposal. 3. Rolling up the scattered tube stakes for disposal. Yeah, y'all held on to that one. Jeez. Anyways, once those leave the truck and hit the road, that's all garbage, and it's still pretty warm. Shrewsbury Fire Company Chief Brad Doberman said.
This is not a real story.
It absolutely is.
This is not real. This is not real.
State police said the tractor trailer had an unspecified mechanical problem on Interstate 83 a few miles north of the Maryland line as morning rush hour was wrapping up, causing it to push into a passenger vehicle. When the truck scraped along the concrete divider, its trailer was ripped open and the contents scattered. 4 people required medical attention.
Wow. Sometimes when your wiener rips the trailer open, you got to have medical
For
attention.
injuries, police said were not life-threatening. The front end loader was used to
Guard your
scoop
foreheads.
up. A front end loader was used to scoop up the hot dog. I wish y'all could see this. There are boxes.
We don't wanna
of
see
hot-
this.
I don't
There's
wanna see
boxes
it,
of hot
Donnie.
dogs as far as you can see, and drop them in the dump truck. Doberman said emergency crews couldn't help but see the humor in the situation, and his
call
daughter texted him a
shenanigans.
photo of a hot dog themed T-shirt. I can tell you personally, hot dogs are very slippery. And the fire chief said,
This is.
"I did not know that."
I had to check. I had to lean over and check because
It's
I was
legit.
like, he is either
Is this a
reading this
reputable
from the
news source?
Onion
No, it was real.
or something else. This
Yeah.
is the AP.
It actually
So-
really is legit. Yeah. They have an oddities section. Occasionally, it's fun to read.
Well,
But it's
geez.
legitimate stuff. Yeah.
They didn't know hot dogs are slippery.
Oh my god.
Are they slippery when wet?
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Bon
We're
Jovi.
about to end this. We're gonna do
Wow,
3
wow.
questions. I'm gonna give 3. I'm gonna give a question to each one of these guys. Simple question. Nothing fancy like we normally do. We're gonna let you answer it as best as possible.
What is your favorite color?
All right. Kenny. Big Kenny. What is it that you keep wanting to smell despite the fact that it doesn't smell good?
My pug's fart. Have you ever smelled a pug fart?
I have a boxer. No.
Dude, it is the most
I try to live a
horrific.
dog-free life.
It's the most horrific thing you will ever smell in your life. But yet, almost you're like, I wish that dog would fart just so I could smell it again. It's kind of.
That's what you'll. Oh my gosh. So you're saying pug fart?
Pug farts.
All right, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Just
man.
simple questions. Simple questions.
Yeah, outside the box, man. Pug's fart.
Rocky G.
Oh, boy.
How long do you think you'd survive in a zombie apocalypse, and how would you take down zombies?
Why didn't I get that question?
Because you have the only one with a pug that farts that you like.
I would rebuke them with the name of Jesus, and I'd cast out them demons and
In the
have them fall
mighty
How would you kill
name
'em?
of Jesus.
by the power of the blood of Jesus.
What
Now-
if it took 21 days? You just gonna run for 21 days? We just talked about that.
Bro, look, I'm being real with you. I don't get into all this zombie stuff. I'm being real.
yeah.
I don't believe in the zombie stuff. I mean, I believe in demons. I believe in. But
I
that
don't
zombie
believe you, but
mess-
if you had to put yourself in that position, you know how zombies die, right?
how do you kill a zombie?
In the head. You got to give them the head.
Brain shots.
Oh, just shoot him in the. All you have to do is shoot him in the head.
Yeah, but that makes a lot of racket than the other zombies. You never watch zombie movies? You got to be
Bro,
careful.
I haven't watched
You're
a zombie
violating
movie.
every zombie no right now.
But you got to think, Donnie, we're in
Can I get-
we're
can I get a-
geographically in a good area.
Yeah, zombies ain't coming here,
not
bro.
not many people have brains here, so like there's it's probably not. as-
that is you.
know,
We just lost half of our viewers.
well, one of them.
I'm not answering any questions, but I've already thought about this. I would say
Maybe
I
a bow
would-
and arrow through the head.
It's a
Without,
katana.
there you go, kind of Walking Dead. I would say ice pick on the end of a aluminum pole that's light, and then you get
That's
in, get
also-
out.
well, you
That's
know,
probably
I'm-
is the latest place you get in.
What
You can't
you're
get back
what
out.
you're needing is
wiener.
I don't know the name of it,
Zombie wiener.
but there is a
Wiener
Chinese.
slinger.
Ooh.
There is a wushu.
Do zombie wieners
weapon.
fall off?
a whoosh.
It's a
Sorry,
kung
it's
fu
fun to
weapon,
say.
and it's a bow staff with a giant scimitar on the
I've
end
seen
of
it.
it.
Yes, I have seen it. Yeah,
And
yeah.
that would be the best thing to use because the bow staff is flexible. So if you take it and you just move like this, the whole thing whips and auto.
You could've got a whole row of
provides
those
the amount of
jokers.
things.
Took a whole row of those
You got to be able to
jokers.
get in
And you
and get
can do
out.
it from far away.
Yeah, I wish you wouldn't have asked me about zombies. I don't know much about zombies. I'm sorry.
Well,
You just don't want a
Those-
weapon that makes noise. So a katana would be the
should I ask you any other question?
You can ask me another one. Yeah, I just
a
don't know about
katana or a
zombies.
samurai sword is
That's the one
arguably
guy
the
that
best
doesn't
thing.
know about zombies.
Did you see Eddie
I'm
though the kung
retarded.
fu that he had, man?
You should have asked Eddie. You should have asked Eddie about the zombies. I'm just.
That had just been an easy answer. It's
Rocky G.
a samurai sword, easy.
Rocky G?
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm trying not to get you in trouble either. Hold on a second.
You can
Yeah, you can get me in trouble. I'm not scared. I'm grown. I'm a man. I'm 46,
yeah.
and this is America.
Mark, come on, Donnie.
Okay, who was your first crush?
Oh wow.
You talking real life or like TV?
Both.
Anybody. Who did you have a crush on?
I-
And don't say anything. Anybody
The
from the
preacher,
Golden Girls.
the preacher's daughter.
Preacher's daughter.
Yeah, we went to the sixth grade. We went to the sixth grade dance together. She was my first crush. I really thought I was in love with her, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
And that's where you learn that crush is called crush because that's how you feel when it's over.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
My TV crush.
They call it puppy love.
Yeah, something like
There you
that. First TV crush. She did not know the level of intensity of our relationship,
They
but
never do, right?
I was very well aware, and it was Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
Really? Oh, Saved by the Bell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
We were much closer than she realized.
Mine was Melissa Milano.
Samantha.
You know what though? Winnie Cooper on Wonder Years.
Yeah, man.
Not
You
too
know,
shabby.
That was my show.
and Topanga,
Christina
Topanga.
Ricci.
I was a little older then, so I was.
but still though she was.
yeah, she was very pretty. Winnie Cooper
That's the
was
only
cool,
one that's
though.
ever been for me. Christina
Who?
Ricci.
You know what? That's funny. Everybody says my wife looks like Christina Ricci.
But no, Winnie
They look a lot
Cooper,
alike.
Winnie Cooper, Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Yeah, Kelly Kapowski.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. All right. I don't even know why I'm asking you this, but
Wow.
because it was one of the questions.
What a
But I was
setup.
like,
Okay.
I'm going to ask you this. It's not hard. It's not a hard question, but I already know what your answer is. I think pineapple on pizza.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Extra.
I saw it and I was like, I'm
Bury
going to
it.
Change
love
that,
it.
man. Pineapple
love
doesn't
it.
belong on pizza.
Sure it does.
Pineapple pizza on pizza.
Man,
good.
last night I had Hawaiian fajitas.
Spandex
With
doesn't belong on
Yep.
football
Bacon,
players.
ham, chicken.
It's polyester double knit. It's not
Pineapples.
spandex.
It
Well,
works
who would
like
ever
Spandex.
who would ever think scrambled eggs would be on pizza?
That's not good.
Have you had a breakfast
Breakfast
pizza with
pizza?
gravy and scrambled egg? You would never.
It's not
think
bad. It's really not.
It's not at all.
It's good.
But you have to have the biscuit crust.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, I like mustard on pizza.
I got a better
I like
question.
ketchup on pizza.
I
and
love
that's-
ketchup on
ketchup
pizza.
on pizza, man.
Bro,
I
they
actually
used to
get
have
so
at
mad.
Pizza Inn. At Pizza Inn, they had a bacon cheeseburger pizza, and instead of marinara sauce, they
Yeah.
had mustard.
Oh
yeah, I've seen it.
Dude, it would do
I've
something
had
to
a few
you.
cheeseburger pizzas.
Almost
in my
said
life
something
with
that I
the
get in trouble for
even
saying.
pickle. Yeah.
Dad likes honey mustard on.
Okay, here we go. Look at the. Nobody asked the studio audience. I like it. No, I do. I actually like honey mustard on spaghetti with marinara, but not the tangy honey mustard, the creamy.
I got you.
Though Charlie's type.
Yeah.
Here's
That
your,
and that marinara, it's got a weird, but it goes.
here's the bigger weird one. French fries and ice cream.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
If you've
Okay,
ever
Now,
been to
hold on,
Wendy's
there's a
and
level
done
up to that. There's a level up to that.
Cheese
It's even
sticks.
bigger. And I swear it's delicious.
It's bigger than the hot dogs on the highway.
Wendy's,
Yeah.
chicken nuggets,
Yeah.
Frosty.
Got it.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
I've never done that.
Oh,
You-
dude,
you
you're
need
missing
to.
out on life.
You need
Yeah.
to. It is the most
It's
pleasant
really
surprise
good.
in your mouth you'll ever have.
Okay, something weird. Well,
See, he
Leaving
did it on
that
purpose.
alone.
He did it on purpose.
yeah, he did.
I did not.
So, something that's
I had to
interesting.
finish the sentence.
I like to chase salty things and sugary things right back to back. If you eat a Reese's peanut butter cup and then have 2 ranch Pringles, it's a really cool
Yeah.
thing that happens in your mouth. And we're not talking about Pop Rocks.
Are you okay, Donnie?
Ask the question, Donnie. You're over there having a seizure.
No, I'm just,
Donnie, are you okay?
he knows what we're.
Do you have a different question for me?
No, I just I
Okay.
didn't. I was trying to. Man, my inner 13-year-old was going nuts. All right. You want to ask a few more? Or you want to cut off?
No, this is okay.
No, keep going.
No, the question's
Rock and roll.
good.
All right.
Throw it down.
If you're on death row, last
Oh,
meal.
yeah.
Last meal?
Last meal, death row.
Last meal.
I'd have a chocolate covered file.
Red Snapper.
Is that a joke?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
I thought it was like a
you're
man
secret.
joke.
There-
Red
You
snapper.
have not lived. No, there's a story to this, okay? When I was younger, my grandfather and I went
We want
fishing
more
on
questions,
the dock.
Eddie. We don't need a long story.
We caught a red snapper, and he immediately took it inside, and we ate it. And it is the one thing that I don't care how
I've heard that
how
they were
broke
really good.
I am, how
I'm
much
not a seafood guy,
how
but-
much money it's going to cost. If somebody comes up to me, the restaurant, you come in and they go, our fish of the day is, and you're like, I don't care. If they say red snapper, that's it. I'm
in.
getting it.
You're in.
100%.
I think
You're
my
in.
last meal would be depending on what the mood was that day, because I have several like favorites depending on where my headspace is in a day.
Yeah.
Okay, your headspace is you're going to die.
Yeah, right. But maybe that day I'm craving the hibachi.
Yeah.
Maybe that day I'm craving that filet mignon butterflied
Oh, yeah, it's good.
with
Yeah.
garlic butter.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to have
I'll
hibachi
never
come to that?
I will never
right in front of the
have
electric chair.
highway hot dogs as my last meal.
Yeah. I'm going.
Man,
I'm going blackened pork chops, bone in,
It's racist.
crawfish etouffee on top. I'm going.
I never had crawfish.
I'm going.
What does etouffee mean?
Etouffee? It's awesome. Going loaded baked potato with everything but the chives, and really good banana pudding for the dessert. That's how I'm going out.
My dessert will be something cookies and cream. I'm just, or you put an Oreo on something and
Carved out,
Pumpkin
man.
pie.
with Oreos.
Yeah.
For me, it's just
I don't
pumpkin
care.
pie. That's it.
I don't care. Put
What
Oreos
about you,
in it.
Donnie? Oh, you already said.
Oreos makes everything better.
You want chocolate file.
Soup
Good
with
thing.
4 pounds.
I need a
soup with
chocolate-covered
4
Beretta.
pounds of black pepper.
The first thing he needs
Piece
is
that
fresh,
hardened cake.
fresh cracked black pepper. It's the first thing he needs.
That's
a
why I
lot of
said his death row food would be soup with 4 pounds of black pepper on it.
It's horrible. I use a lot of it.
I sent him a thing. I've got this salt and pepper
don't talk
thing
about it.
that you just hold upside down and it's got an electric motor
Oh yeah,
in it.
yeah. I heard you. Yeah.
Oh,
Grinds
wow.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else you got, Dub Man?
Yeah.
This is kind of crazy, but do mermaids have live babies or lay eggs?
Well, clearly they lay
Well, they don't
eggs.
have legs. It's going to have to come out their mouth.
No, they got a
They don't.
fish do. So how do you know they don't?
That's a weird way to go with that.
Yeah.
I've seen
It's got to come out their mouth, whatever it is.
Well, it wouldn't clunk.
It's a boy.
clunk.
It's a girl.
They're in the water. Did you do a Mario?
Definitely laying eggs.
They might come up and lay them in the
Where
sand.
are they going to
like
lay them out of their
sea turtles.
mouth?
Well,
If you look at a mermaid's body,
they have a pouch.
do they have a pouch in the front like a kangaroo?
They got a pouch.
Like a kangaroo?
Or a
It-
fanny
and,
pack.
and the egg just falls out.
A fanny.
They got a
like a
mermaid
beer?
fanny
I have
pack.
no, I don't really know. I just would think.
Lululemon.
Because they're in the water, I would think laid eggs.
Yeah.
I mean,
It has to be.
you
I
know,
would say eggs. Yeah.
Do mermaids wear bras or are they covered with scales?
They're covered with scales, no bras. And seashell ones. I don't know. I watch Little Mermaid, so maybe.
oh, they're sea cups.
I want to be.
You said seashells? He said seashells.
I did say
So
that. I
sea
did say that.
cups.
All right. Let's hit a few more and then we'll get out here and hit our
Small for me,
sponsors up here. All right. Most creative insult you can think of. 10 seconds.
Oh my God.
Rocky G.
What?
Creative insult you can think of.
Yeah, I'd slap you in the face, but it looks like God's already done it.
I don't even got one. I don't insult people, Donnie.
I used to love it in school, but I grew up in the hood, so
Do you
that was
really?
my thing. We'd sit at the lunch table. What do you think?
I mean, Donnie, I got one for you. I mean,
For me?
yeah.
Why me? I'm the
what
guy
kind-
asking the
I'm
questions.
joking, man. I don't know. I'm not good at this.
I don't know.
I have to be in the moment, right? I have to feel. It has to be a.
I gotta
It's like a
feed
give and
off
take.
It's
of it, man,
situationally
you know?
dependent. But
Yeah,
if
I gotta
had
have something that's
I will tell you
Yeah.
the best insult
If we
I've
were
ever
all
heard.
making fun of Ben. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding with
If
you.
I-
Man,
Studio
easy.
audience.
No, I'm joking.
I'll tell you the best insult I've ever heard, though. I was watching comedians go back and forth with yo mama jokes.
Yeah.
It's not what I told you earlier.
Oh, I was fixing to say, I was like, you're about to change our rating.
It was it was a guy who they were doing insults to each other, and this comedian looked at this other guy who was a comedian that was doing insults that was more heavy set, and he said, "You so fat that when you step on the stage, we all heard the stage go."
We always say dumb stuff in school like, your mama got one arm and clap like this.
That's too funny.
See, one of the best ones I heard was your mama was so poor she's walking down the road. I was like, "Hey, Donnie's mom, you lost a shoe." She said, "Nope, I found one."
That's too funny.
Oh, God. School bus, your mama tried to cross the road and school bus tried to drive around and ran out of gas. We'd say all
Oh,
kinds
yeah,
of
dude.
stuff.
Well, you know, hey, your mama's so ugly, she went in the haunted house, come out the other side, they gave her an application.
Hey, your mama's so ugly she looked like her face caught on fire and somebody put it out with a Volkswagen.
Oh, that's rough.
I'll tell you the best. You
smell
tell
so
you the
bad,
best
you walk
thing
by a
I've
toilet
ever
that flushes
seen
itself.
with that.
Ben's got one, he's in school.
What, buddy?
Your mom was so fat when she went to the ocean, the whale started singing "We Are Family."
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my gosh.
good.
Your mom's so dumb she thought Boys to Men was a daycare center.
Did y'all ever see the fat joke that Family Guy played on Peter Griffin with Brian, where Peter Griffin tried to say he wasn't fat, and Brian said, "Yes, you are." He goes, "Prove it." And he goes, "Okay," and
seen
starts
that. I
throwing
have seen
things at his stomach, and they start orbiting around it. He goes, "What is this?"
Wow.
He goes, "You're so fat." He goes, "You have your own you have your own gravitational pull."
Oh my gosh.
Goodness gracious. Damn. Woo, that's rough.
All right. Let's go on to the sponsors here. We got Sponsors for the evening. First off, Blackbeard
They also
Barbershop.
sponsor us in the morning.
They do, but it's nighttime here. It's late. It's like 4 a.m. here in the great state of Idaho.
The great state of confusion.
Yeah. Anyways,
Nebraska.
so Blackbeard Barbershop. You want to get a haircut? Go to Blackbeard Barbershop, 300 North Maple, second floor of the mill. Check it out. Very reasonably priced. Excellent quality haircuts. Check them out. They do walk-ins and appointments.
Brand new lounge.
Brand new lounge. Opens up tomorrow. Really cool place. Got a lot of leather chairs. Got the TVs. Got darts. All kind of stuff. It's pretty cool. And also, we want to give a shout out to our newest sponsor, Split Bean Roasting Company. You can actually see it this time. Come on, give it up. That is the Split Bean dude.
Here's my axe.
He's chopping the bean.
There's my bean. Chop my bean.
Yes.
I'll chop your bean if you're not careful, buddy.
Yeah.
Veteran owned and operated. Best cup of coffee you'll have in Lebanon. They're great people. Last time we were up there, family was running the place. Everybody's so nice. It's just a cool atmosphere, cool place to go. Everything's super fresh. Can't beat Chris. He's awesome.
No, they're fantastic. The kids,
They really are.
It's a cool atmosphere.
Yeah. The daughter and that was one checked when I got my blueberry muffin. That blueberry smoothie we got last time was amazing, by the way, with fresh blueberries, locally grown fresh blueberries.
Cinnamon chip cookies.
Yeah, it was a really cool place. It's just a cool, like I said, cool atmosphere. You need to study, go do, read your word, come hang out with your boys, drink coffee, and just kind of.
And it's not indecent like Starbucks. They don't have a logo where the woman's legs are up over her head. That's indecent.
No, that's not good. No, with nothing like that. It's all split beanie. Yeah. All right, that's it.
Split the bean.
We had a great time. Just relax and hope y'all have fun hanging out with us tonight, laughing, answering some stupid questions, and got a little serious, got a little crazy. That's what we do around here. Y'all check us out on TikTok, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. New episodes every Tuesday morning. Give it up for the boys. Come on, y'all. Give it up. No. That's it. Thank you for checking out the Freedom Tour podcast.
He said,
we enjoy it.
Bluetooth.
Do what?
What?
We may be wrong, but we don't think so.